Hi, and welcome to the first of many blogs that I will be doing on behalf of the subject that I am speaking about. I would like to start off to introduce myself, but my name isn't important. I'm speaking on behalf of all those who live in poverty. Well, at least most of those. I'd like to state that before I get started, that some of what I say may not reflect all of which I speak about. It is only the opinion of a person who, like many others in her position, are thinking. I would like to first point out that most of the poor is not asking for handouts, but rather hand-ups. Granted, handouts are appreciated and needed, but what we really need are hand-ups. You see, most people have a certain view of how and why people are poor and what they want from everyone else. This is brought on by the fact that they have lived in this state for years and only ask for what they know they'll get, instead of asking for what they really need. After years of asking and not getting, they give up. I'll speak more on that certain topic and others in other posts. But for now, I just want to introduce about what I'm speaking about and why. There are people that will say, "Oh, I read this before. Do your homework." That's not how it is. But I don't have to. I live in this reality, and the reality is more than what is said in articles and posts and other things about this particular subject. See, for the most part, these moderators prevent people from speaking their minds about the subject, so no one really gets the whole story unless they themselves have lived it. The fact of the matter is if you want to know what and how is going on with the poor, just ask them. Most of them will decline to say much about why they are poor because so many people have looked down on them for the simple fact that they are poor and that they just don't want to listen. Now, I recently responded to a post that was made in a forum blog site. I will not say who or where the site was, but the response I got is a typical response that so many others like me get. At first, my response was about the subject that people needing money to take care of their young. I posted it should be taken care of, but the fact that the poor are so great in numbers, people don't realize just what it does to the economy. The sad truth is, poor outnumber any other type of income. The person responding saying that they did their homework, and it's not that just the poor that caused this effect, but if they really did their homework, they'd realize that the poor are the number one source of these things. I'm not saying the poor are bad, but because the fact that there is so many poor, there is a lot of healthcare problems that are faced. There is a lot of crimes that are committed. Most of these crimes are directly related to a poor person trying not to be poor. Now, the person also stated that the poor are poor because of their choices. This enraged me to a point that I responded. I made a new post stating that these people that they look down on aren't the people that they study. That these people have done great things to try to dig themselves out of their hole and not be poor anymore. Uncriminalistic things to prevent themselves from having to live the way they do. Guess what? It never got posted. Yep, that's right. Even though I made an exact statement that is in the full being of a poor person, I never got posted. The moderator apparently thought my statement was too bold to be seen or something. I know for a fact that many people who are poor do what they can to dig themselves out of the hole, only to fall back down into it by brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. In later posts, I will dissect this discussion and talk about certain individual points about this subject. I would like to hear from you and let me know if there's something I'm forgetting to mention. And for those who want to say negative things about my subject, stop doing your homework off of the internet and start listening to the people. If you want to know and you're too ignorant to figure this out, I am one of those people. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that everyone knows the truth about poverty from the eyes of someone who lives in poverty. I will also discuss at the end of my post that I would like to help and the way I want to help for people like me and all the other ones out there who are about to become me. What I would like to do to fix this problem.